y'all. Hey, welcome again. This is your girl Samantha. I'm the CEO of Scent & Co, meaning Scent & Company. And pretty much what I do, for those that is new to my channel, I make handmade candles, scented candles. I also make shea butter, all natural with fragrance in there. And I have commercial cleaning business, and I also do fulfillment for a big company. So that's a little bit about what I do. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And for those who's been rocking with me, thank you for joining me back again. I appreciate all your support, all the likes, all the comment, all the email. So I have been getting a lot of email asking to make like a fall candle. And guess what? That's what your girl doing today. I'm gonna show you guys how to make a fall candle. I made a couple for a client. She wanted it custom made. For next month, she have like a little Halloween party. So I did a really nice design on it. And I'm gonna show you guys how to make a candle for the fall, for Halloween, for say fall, whatever you want to use it for. But I'm gonna design it and you're gonna watch me design it. So if you want to try it, just follow my technique and you could do it yourself as well. So I feel good today. I feel so great. I'm well rested. I'm back motivated. I'm back. So let's just jump right in. Before I get started, I would just want to give God thanks and praise for, giving me this talent that I have and this gift of making candles. So first, I just want to give him all the praise and all the honor for that and for this channel as well. So before we get started with making the candles, I'm gonna do a little bit of unboxing, just a little stuff, not a lot. I ordered some container from Amazon because I have a Grace collection coming out, you guys. Wait, and you're gonna see my Grace collection. It's gonna be, I'm doing 2 candles with like scriptures on it. It's something that when I first started in 2021, that was my vision, to make my candles with scriptures. And I didn't get around to do it. I was pushing more just my regular labels first and my regular candle. But as time go by, it's been like on my mind, like, okay, this was the purpose. Why you not doing it? So I decide to go ahead and stop ignoring it and decide to do it, because a lot of people have been asking me about it as well. Even people from my church, they've been asking me if I don't have any candles with scripture, because it's like, for those that didn't watch my very first video with me giving you a little bit about myself, my vision when I started making candles was to pretty much when someone burned my candles, whatever they're going through, that the candle bring them peace. And that was my vision when I was praying and asking God what to do when I make my candle. What is the vision? That's what came to me, that my candle must bring peace in people's house when they burn it. So if you had a long day at work and you feel overwhelmed or stressed, when you burn the candle, it's supposed to bring you peace. So that was my prayer and my vision for it. And I just think it makes sense aligning with what my vision was from day one, to combine it with the scriptures. Because for those that don't know, I'm a Christian, very much into church. I believe in God. I trust God, and I have a lot of faith. So, it makes sense for me to bring it into my business as well, because I cannot do anything without him. He is the author and the finisher. He is the beginning and the end. So there would be no Samantha, no Scent & Co if it wasn't for the Almighty God. So it's only right for me to incorporate my scriptures and my candle and let that vision come to light. He said, write the vision and make it plain. And I wrote the vision, now I need to make it plain. So that was My vision, for those that don't know, I sum it up real quick. I have a whole video with why I got started, a little bit about me. That was my first video I ever did. So if you want to go back and look at it, and you'll see why I got started. You know, I talk a little bit about everything about that. So I'm gonna start with 2, and then, you know, as that line increase, then I'm gonna increase and add more scriptures. But for now, it's gonna be 2, and I will let you guys know when the launch day is. And I need you guys to support me. I don't want you guys to just watch and not support my Grace collection. I want you to support me. So, you know, just support your girl. So I bought these container. I was trying to think what container I want to use. And I ordered these here from Amazon. It's the Frost. And it's one of these I'm going to be using today to make the candle that I'm making. But the difference with the one I'm using, it's a little wider, as you could see, than this one. And this is clear and this is Frost. So I'm going to send these back because I want something a little bit different. Not the normal look. I want something a little different. So I'm going to send these back. And my Grace collection, I want a little bit of color. I don't want Frost or clear. I want like something different to differentiate my normal from my Grace collection. And on top of that, the reason why I'm sending this back is because one of the candles jar, this is how it came. It's crushed. I don't really want to take it out to like try to cut myself or anything, but as you could see, it's crushed. So this is going back to Amazon ASAP. Next, I ordered some fragrance oil because I've been playing with different scents for my Grace collection. So I ordered these oil. 1 second, you guys. Okay, so I'm back. Just had to get the door to let the pest control guy in, but that's that. Because for those that live in Florida know that spider is a thing, and I hate spider. You know, some night I will come in my kitchen and turn it on and there's a spider on the floor, and that just creeped me out. So just came to spray out. But anywho, so I got me 3 fragrance oil. I got this from what's the name of the company? From Northwood. And I got me the strawberry and cream. This is like one of my bestseller because it's such a strong scent, and it smells like just what the name is, strawberry and cream. So you could make like a strawberry candle with like the little cherries and the whipped cream on top, which, you know, I'm gonna be doing one of that, and you guys is gonna see how I do it. But I ordered this. I was looking at the liquid and I'm like, why is it yellow? I would more think it would be pink or like red, but I used to order this scent and it was never this color. It was clear. So I'm not sure what they're adding now, why it's yellow, but this is strawberry and cream. And this is 8 ounce. The next one that I ordered is Flower Bomb. This is clear. And this is an 8 ounce as well. This is a very light scent. Very, very light scent. It smells good, but it's very light. And the next one that I ordered was Frozen Lake. This is like one of my favorite scents. That's why I got this in the 16 ounce. Look how clear it is. Look at that. It's like you could see my reflection in it. That's how clear it is. This was one that I used when I made the 200 candle. This was the main fragrance oil that I use because it smells so good. So good. It smells so good. So I'm gonna be making me a candle with this. This is my fave. So I got the 3 fragrance oil in the containers, but the containers going back. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Because it's broken and I need something a little more, the length, I need something a little taller. So that's enough about that. So moving right along, let's get all our codes out the way before we jump in. Those that been ordering from Misky, I want to give you a shout out. Thank you so much for that. You're using the code girl. Thank you. So I get my wooden wick, and there's other stuff. I have some fragrance oil I got from them as well. I used to purchase my coconut apricot cream wax from them, but I no longer use that wax. But that wax is still good. I got I just ordered some container from Misky, so I'm sending these back and I'm ordering it from them because they have the container that it's more the look that I'm going for with my Grace collection. So I just ordered some from them today. And also I ordered these as well from them. Sometime I would order from Amazon or I would order from them. It depends. If I'm doing a large order where the shipping is free, I would just go ahead and get the clip, get the wick, get fragrance oil and stuff like that. And the pouring pitcher I got from Misky, because the one that I had got from Amazon, it wasn't as sturdy as Misky. This here was loose. Even though I screwed it inside, it was still loose. So I went ahead and got this size and the bigger one from Misky. And what else I got? I got some of the wick clip from them as well. So if you're gonna be purchasing from Misky, use my code that I'm linking right now, SCEIT10, and you're gonna get your 10% off. If you're gonna be ordering it, you might as well get it for the 10% off. And also Hive and Honey, I'm gonna link it in my description so that you could click on the link directly and get straight to the page and use that discount as well. I think it's 5% off. So just utilize all those little codes so that you could save you some money. Because hey, every dollar counts, girl. So let me jump right into the process and show you guys what I'm doing today. So let me adjust this for you. Get this right. Okay, here we go. So I'm pretty much not gonna do much talking because you guys know the drill. You know the drill. You know how we do it around here. So I'm gonna be using this frost because I want you guys to see the design really clear. So that's why I decided to use the frost. And as you could see, the outside was a little foggy, so that's what I'm doing. I'm cleaning it right now. And I had a sticker on here and I took it off earlier, so I'm gonna try to get that off. And that's what I hate when you put on labels and you want to change the labels. I hate how you gotta like fight to take the label off. I even soak it. It got off a little of the adhesive, but still, you know, it's a little on there, but it's all good because this right here is for my niece, so it's fine. So I'm just going with a dry paper towel just to make sure no liquid of the alcohol is left in there, because we're not trying to start a fire around here. And next what I'm gonna do is just get my little wooden wick. What you do, you look for the end that is straight, because some of them is crooked. As you could see, this one here is crooked, so I use the end that is more like straight, and you just put it in. And just get your sticker. And by now I should know about this. So I got that going. And with the thing with this one, it's so big, the container, I could put my hands in there and just press it down a little so it's in the center. Let me make sure you guys could see what I'm doing, because I'm not able with how I have my phone. I just want to make sure you guys can see. So I'm gonna make sure you can and move this up a little. So let's get this out the way. Get all this stuff out the way for right now. So we're gonna come in with our scale so that I could get the wax going. I just put my wax on. This container here is 240. I know that because I used it before, so I already know what is the fill weight for this container. So we're gonna measure out our wax for it right now. Don't forget, you guys, when you put your picture on your scale, you gotta tear it so that it's not picking up the weight, because you don't want that. So this here is 240, but because I'm making me a designer candle, I'm not gonna use 240 because I don't want it all the way full with the design that I'm doing. So we're gonna do around 200, 210, just to leave enough room for what I am doing. Okay, so let's do 220. We're gonna do 220. So that's 220 exact. And I'm gonna just put this inside of the wax warmer in case you're wondering what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing. I'm putting the wax that I'm cutting up into that wax warmer. So I just turn it on. I'm gonna cover that right now and let that do its thing. And next, what I'm gonna do is measure my fragrance oil. So the fragrance oil that I'm using is called Harvest Gathering, and this smells really good. It smells like pine cone. Okay, so let's get our fragrance oil measure out. Oops. So here we go. Okay, so we got that measure out. And I'm gonna put this aside. Put this aside as well. Now I'm gonna put that aside as well. I'm gonna be using the coffee color, the brown coffee color, because the design that I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna do the brown and also the orange color for my pumpkin. We're gonna be using this mold here. It's a pumpkin mold, a small one, and these are the leaf. So I'm gonna use the brown leaf and also the pumpkin color as well. So it's gonna be a mixture of the brown and the pumpkin color. And what I'm gonna do, just to make sure it don't spill, I'm gonna just put that like that. So I'm waiting on my wax to melt. So what I'm gonna do is just take a little piece. It don't take a lot because these here are very strong. So I'm out of my liquid brown, so that's why I'm using the chip. I really like the liquid better than the chip, but I'm just out of the brown liquid, so that's why I'm using the chip. So this is the piece I'm gonna be using. This probably is a little too big because, yeah, this is definitely too big because it's just the leaf I'm gonna use for the brown. So I'm gonna put that big piece back and just get like a smaller chip. So as you could see, this is the size I'm gonna be using because, like I said, it's just for the leaf. So I chose the coffee brown because it's dark and I want my leaf a little, you know, to look kind of, you know, real like leaf. So that's why I chose that. So pretty much I just put, as you could see, it's a little in here from the last candle that I make. So this is the color that I wanted. So pretty much what I'm gonna do is put some wax in here once it melt down, and I'm gonna throw my little chip inside and some fragrance oil, and I'm gonna just stir it up. So let me check on my wax to see what is the temperature. So we at 265 for the wax. We can go ahead and get that started, because as we're stirring it, it's gonna get to the temperature that I'm aiming for. So I have it propped up well because it's a little too short for my pouring pitcher, so I have it propped up where it will work for me. So that's what I'm doing right now, is getting my wax. I don't like talking when I'm making candles because it sounds like you're using the bathroom. And I don't want someone to think I'm talking to them and using the bathroom, but that's exactly how it sounds. So I tend to not like making candles and talking to people on the phone because of that reason right there. You know, they probably will be on the phone and just listening and be like, ooh, she is using the bathroom. Why is she talking to me? Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like you're in the toilet. So I had to throw back a little, and it looked like I'm gonna have to throw back a little bit more because it's a little over the 220, and we want it to be exactly the 220. So I have to get some more. I throw out a little bit too much. Okay, so it's at 221. Perfect. Let me check the temperature. Perfect. See, I told you guys the temperature dropped really fast. So it's fine once you get the right temperature when you're doing your candle, is fine. But you could pour it out from the candle warmer. But once you put it in your container at the right temperature, you'll be fine. So I'm just stirring up my fragrance oil with my wax. And you do this for 2 minutes just to make sure everything is combined equally. And that's what I'm doing. And this is a very nice scent. It smells so good. So I just go in different circular motion just to make sure it's all combined. I do side to side as well, just to make sure everything is good. And this is the part I know a lot of people really don't like, because you have to be patient for that 2 minutes. And the thing is, I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like when you're making candles, and you're waiting for that 2 minutes, it seems like that 2 minutes take like forever to come around. I'm like, now if you're doing something, you at work or whatever, 2 minutes go by so fast. But when I'm waiting, it's like, oh my gosh, 2 minutes is taking a very long time. So I guess because you just sitting there patiently, the time just goes slow. Okay, so we're at the 2 minutes, and now I'm gonna just pour this over. That's the perfect fill weight I wanted. It's not too full because it's gonna leave space for my design like I told you guys earlier. So I'm gonna just move this over here, move this aside, and I'm gonna get some wax to make my pumpkin now. Now all I do is I had some wax in there that I put in extra, and what I do is just throw a little tad bit of the fragrance oil in there, and then a few drops of your dye. Oh, I didn't cut this. So you just cut it with the same wick clip, and just a few drops. Not too much because this color look like it's already a bright color, so I don't want to put too much for it to be too yellow. I'm gonna just do a few more drops. Okay. You guys can see this is how it's looking. And you just mix that in. And you just throw this over. And there you go. And for my leaf, I pretty much use a spoon to regulate. And when I use a spoon, it's like there's not like excessive flowing over. You kind of like, you know, have control of the flow. So I like using the spoon to do this here. And I'm gonna get the back for the stem. And what I do normally when I'm done, just to make sure it's not puffed up in the back, I would just take this right here and go like that. And you're gonna probably have to do it like twice. This is what I do just to give it a nice flat firm, because I don't like when it puff up in the back. So this is how that look, and I'm gonna put a little bit more over here. As I could see, that piece of the leaf didn't have enough, so and then I just do that. See, so it's, you just let it sit right there. And now I'm gonna mix up my chocolate color so that I can pour my chocolate color as well. So I got my chocolate color mixed up as well, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Oops. So all I'm doing is filling in the pieces that I can see that needs to be filled in for the leaf. That's what I'm doing. And the same thing with this. You just go over it and get all the excessive wax so that it's nice and flat. The way how I'm putting it on there, I'm doing it like this because it's not gonna be laying flat down. So I need it as smooth as it can be and not too puff up. So I'm gonna let this sit, and I'm gonna also let my my wax sit until it fully cure, and then I'll bring you guys back along so that you can see how I'm gonna go ahead and design it. Okay, so I am back with the last step of designing this candle. So what I'm gonna do here now, the first thing I'm gonna do is just cut this wooden wick. A lot of people may wanna know why I'm cutting it since I have not put the design in there as yet, but the reason why is because once I put the design in, it's gonna be hard for me to cut it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now while I can, to avoid any kind of discrepancy with me cutting it. So along with me cutting it, I'm gonna go ahead and remove my mold. I'm gonna remove the design from my mold, and that's how it look. Very pretty, nice pumpkin. You see the detail of the design, very pretty. So we'll put that to the side, and I'm gonna remove the remainder here as well. Very pretty. And this is so easy to come out. This is like one of the easiest mold that I've worked with. And these are the leaf. So we may not use all, but I prefer to have more than less. So all I do now is take my heating gun, and I'm gonna just kind of remelt the surface so that it would be liquid at the top, enough where my mold, my little design would stick, because if I put it in right now, and you see how that will happen. So we don't want our design to move in all around. We want to have it stick to the bottom, and that is the purpose of re-melting just the top surface, not the whole thing, just the top surface. So that's what we're doing. And you want to get it melt like as liquidy as possible, because it starts back drying really fast. So a nice little pool of liquid is good. Like this right here is a nice little pool of liquid. So we're gonna just go ahead and insert our pumpkin right there. And I'm doing these leaves standing up. I think it look better standing up than laying down. So that's all I'm doing right here, just inserting my leaf. So it's a very easy process. Oops, just have to be patient. So that's an easy fix. You just pick this up with like something you can get hold of right away, because it's gonna start drying real quick. So that was an easy fix. You can use a little object like tweezer to like drop it in a little bit easier, but I just tend to use my hands because to me it's quicker. So, but you could use that. So see, it's a very easy process. And once I get all my leaf in there, I just let it sit, and I will let this dry a little. And if you want to pour some sprinkle on there, some glitter, you can, but you don't have to. But this is how it's gonna look. And remember, I told you guys the reason why I'm cutting my wick, because if I had waited till now, when I try to cut it, it was gonna be bracing to this and that, and it was gonna mess my design up. So that's why I went ahead and cut it before I place the design inside of the candle. So this is pretty much what it looked like. And like I said, you could add a little bit of sprinkle on here. I did the last time, I add a little bit of glitter. And I think I'm gonna do that again. And this was the reason why I didn't fold the candle container up all the way, because that pumpkin right there, I want, once I put my lid on, and I still have the plastic on, I normally don't take it off until I deliver it, because this kind of container, the fingerprints will stay on there. So I normally typically leave the plastic on until it's time for me to deliver it to my customer, and then I would take it off with a glove, because I don't want it to just have a bunch of fingerprints. It's very pretty. I don't want to take it off, but that's the purpose of me leaving it. So with me closing the container, my design is intact. It's not smush or anything of that nature. So that was the purpose of me not folding the container up all the way. And I'm gonna add some sprinkle on here. So let me grab the sprinkle and I'll be back and show you guys how I do it. It's very easy. So for this process, all I did is open up one of my glitter, and I kind of throw a little bit inside of the spoon because I don't like touching it, because you know glitter be everywhere. So all I do now is just going with the heating gun, and you don't need to heat it a lot because you're gonna start melting the design and you won't get to see like the define within the design. So I don't want to do that. I want people to be able to see, you know, it's a pumpkin and the leaf and all that. So you just hold it up a little high so that it's not gonna melt your design, and you just barely want to get it a little liquid in there, and you just shake it like this, barely, and there you go. There you go. So that's how you add your little sprinkle on to your candle, and it's less messy. So this is my my fall candle, because like I stated, I had people asking me to do a video with making a fall candle. So this is the results of my fall candle. So I'm gonna just go ahead and clean up this right here, and I'm gonna add my label onto this candle, and this is finished. This is done. All I'm gonna do is put my label right here, and I'm gonna put this on, take the plastic off and put it in a gift bag, and have it mail out to the person that requested. So this is the look. I hope you guys like it. It was a very easy and simple decoration, so you can try that yourself. And like I said in I think my video that I talk about getting your vessel from like the dollar store, I haven't posted as yet, but something like this, you could get your vessel from the dollar store, Dollar Tree, if you have one in your area, and you can practice design, practice making candles, practice doing dye. In that way, you're not spending a lot of money in the more expensive container, and it's very sturdy. It's okay to put wax inside. It won't pop or anything like that. So you can try that just to save some money in your still testing stage. So that's one of my tips. I hope you like this video. Comment, subscribe, like, do all of that. And if you want to see me do any other video, making anything else, you know, just let me know and I will do it. So thank you so much for watching. May God be with you. May He protect and cover you and direct your step all the days of your life. In Jesus' name, amen.